So guys, I just want to talk about my strategy, right? I've had a lot of strategies, but today I just want to talk about what works and what doesn't. So as you can see, I had this drawing. I'm actually looking for a chart I've not analyzed. Let's see this. Oh, this is it. Um, let's use this. I'm sure I've not used it. So you see those markups you saw there. Let me mark them up again. So what I did during the weekend is first I identified previous week high and low, right? That's what I identified first, and I went down to the daily time frame. So on looking at the daily time frame, this is still the way it is. If you check the other chart, let me show you. The first one I showed you, see, it's the way it is. But let's see the second one because I remember charting one and I brought it down. You see it here. I brought it down. So the reason why I brought this one down is because if you should look at this whole leg, if you look here using important candle, there's a break here. So this place is actually a swing point that is being created, right? There's a swing point that is being created. So this place here, I think I did this on a particular video where I marked this whole thing. I don't know, but this is why here is marked. This is a protected low. Do you understand? So this week, previous week, low now will serve as liquidity if this must hold. So if it is going to hold, fine. If it is not, fine. But let's go back to our own main chart. It caps, it capped. So you see, that's not even grabbed it here, but there it has grabbed. Well, so this is what we have for this. And why am I expecting this to be run? This is daily, right? And today is what? The day I'm chatting this is a Wednesday, right? So 3 candles back. So you see from here, this is a Monday. Then this is the previous week high that was created. So this is what I marked. Just look at how this thing just grabbed it a little. Do you see? Just a little. How many pips is this? So it's a higher time frame. So it's going to give us crazy ones. So this is going to be a crazy one. So this is like 9 pips. So as you can see, it's just like 9 pips here. So do you see this? So when it grabbed and it's heading for the other one. So if you understand the CRT model, I wouldn't say it happened here, but it did from this candle, right? From this candle, and this one broke it. So I don't want to go into different concepts. I'm just marking um I'm just showing you what I do. So basically what I do is I look for highs and lows, right? So as we all know, market seeks liquidity. So the high that brought a low and the low that brought the high is what I'm marking. So for instance, I'm not marking it based on this candle. Hmm? But because this one is a weekly stuff, it's going to be a long term. That's why a long term thing. That's why I left it. But going down to the lower time frames, 3 hours, of which I majorly in most cases use. If you check one of those charts, you see me mark here. Hmm? You see me mark here because this high brought this low brought this high that failed. So this is my TP1. So if should I have entered a trade around this zone, this is the TP. I'm going to be taking. So let's say around where could I have seen entry here? Let's say let me not just use my model, but let's just use this as an entry, right? Let's say from here using 3 hours for entry, 3 hours, not even 15 minutes, then 1 minute. So let's say here. So you see, this is already 1:6. Second TP now, all these lows that has not been tested will just create a reaction. Plus, look at the way the candle is even doing. The way it just came, it was a very sharp move. So you don't expect you want to see some sort of confirmation before you take anything. But I usually use just the recent highs and lows, not the ones that has been long. So if you notice, this is the recent one that it created, not me marking this place. The reason why I'm marking this other down one is because of the higher time frame analysis. So initially, if it is this is where it's supposed to be. Do you understand? Then here now, because it is a structure, the reason why I left it where it was because I know it was going to be a liquidity. And in this place, there is a zone. This one. This is a demand zone. So now currently we're in a demand zone. Do you understand? But I want to see it grab this liquidity. Why? Because this high, this high was swept by this before it started going down. And this is a break. So if I'm going to trail my lows, it's simple. It's simple. If I'm using important candles, just important candles, then I'm going to have a little bit of confusion. That's why I brought the whole picture of the whole strategy. So this is the whole thing. Because in here, I can see important candles. I can see other concepts I've been using. And as I was saying, the thoughts and the second TP would be here. And you see prices heading there. Do you understand? So this is a total of 1:13 trade. 1:13 if I am taking this here. But let's go to 15 minutes so that I will show you how scalpers too tend to get these things. Most of us have been brainwashed. Sorry to use the word brainwashed, but we think that just because you trade in the lower time frame means you're a gambler or you don't know what you're doing. But no, there's one quote from Andrew Tate. If you know Andrew Tate, he said, if you usually get $100, I don't know, I don't want to be more specific, but the ideology is, let's assume you get you usually earn $5 per hour, right? And you see a way that you can get $20 per hour. It doesn't mean that you should you can get that $5 more faster. It doesn't mean you should just get $5 faster and leave. No, you should multiply it. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, you see this whole thing, if you only understood fractality of price, eh, you know why some scalpers are some scalpers and why some day traders are some day traders. You see, scalpers, let me speak for the one I know, the one that I am. One thing with us is not that we don't have patience though, because we wait for entries too, just like the way we wait, but we get it faster and we go. One thing we understand is whatsoever happens in the higher time frame happens in the lower time frame. So unless you don't trust your system, why delay? Do you understand? This is one of the mentality we have. Why delay? I have a system, I replicate it in all time frames, and it works. If you are doubting me, this thing I just finished saying, go and test it in lower time frame. The highest thing that will happen is that it will not come back to your zone and it will happen fast. You wait for the next one and you take the next one. If you take the loss for the day, you are just like a normal trader, just like your own happens faster. So what I'm saying is, look at this. We are only trading the high that brought the low, right? High that brought the low. So let me start from here. because I had a review on this. I don't know if I've posted it, but I have a lot of content that I have not posted. So you see this broke here. This is what they are looking for. Hmm? After you see a break here, they are only waiting for a zone. So now it depends on what zone you are using. For me, hmm, if I'm using important candles, this is what I'm using. If I'm using other stuffs like this, can you also wait for this one for double confirmation to take it up? It doesn't matter. But what I'm paying attention, let's assume this did not play out. The whole of this thing did not play out. I'm only paying attention to the high, this low, and this high. What is price doing within this range? Do you understand? The main range, this is where you're looking for entries from. Do you understand? But you are looking for what price is doing within this place. So you are only reacting. Whatever price did here, does here, I mean, whatever price does here will determine your next move. As simple as that. So let's assume I want to look for the one that did not break. Hmm? So in cases or like this too, because this is another one, right? So there's a rule that I learned from Dave teaches. Whatever high or low that does not take the high that brought it or the low that brought it is going to be taken. So let's assume we have this whole leg up. Hmm? The whole leg up. Look at what price did here. Then I want to draw it out. So you see what price did here. This high is what brought this low. Hmm? Then it did this, refusing to break this one. Then it swept this, and this one did not be this one being the one that brought this whole low now. Hmm? Did not break this one. Did not break here. It did not even attempt. So it failed to even react here. So we expect this one to be run. So that's why we saw this one. So now, after this one happened, remember this leg now is the one that brought this one, Abi. So now that this one failed, I mean, now that this one now failed now and start reversing, we expect it to take care. It doesn't matter the consolidation that happens here. Do you understand? So whatsoever you are seeing here, you are just paying attention to the highest and the lowest points of a particular swing. So whatever price happened there is where you are paying attention to. So let's see here and remember this one too. So now this one is broken. So this is the main break of structure. This of people making break of structure. This is the main one. This one is just within the range that is happening. So you see, as a scalper, I can just pick a quick one and I'll go. Let's see this one. Hmm? I see price start reversing like this. My interest is to see this range, right? So and I saw that in 15 minutes this one did not break. Now this is where most people will say we don't catch them, but when I never catch me. Do you understand? You have not caught me yet. Because on looking at this, if you are looking at important candle, this is important candle. Hmm? So you see it actually tapped. So I want you to look at this. It did not break. But what would you do? What would you do? Because you have to go and look for confirmation before you start taking entries. That's where I'll go to 1 minute. You go to 1 minute for confirmations. Hmm? So you go for 1 minute for confirmation. So now in 1 minute now we are doing the same thing. We are not changing anything. Anything. Where is the low that brought it? This is the low that brought this high. Did price break this low? No. Do you understand? It's not like I've backtested this thing. Oh. I'm doing it with you now. Do you understand? What is the possible zone that price might react to? Is the next question you're asking. Sometimes if you check my chart, you see me marking zones like this. It's not for entry, it's just for confirmation to see how price will react to the zone. Sometimes it will make a sharp move, then get to this point and make a sharp retracement to come to my stop loss. That's why sometimes I preach candle what do I call it? Important candles. So this is it. All right. So you would have entered here. I would have said go to the a lower time frame to confirm, but this is 1 minute. Do you understand? So if you notice, I don't even mark zones on 1 minute, only on 50 minutes. If I come to 1 minute and I see how it reacts, I might join. Let me just use maybe let's say Samatochi's this thing, and this is a reversal pattern. So you can use this. Me, I usually give credit if I learn from your concepts. There's nothing to boast with about. So you see, this is how Samatochi's zone is. Let's not this passive. Let's say his zone is more like of the zone his entry here, and you see it went. So more like of the zone, but mine is candle because I'm using candlestick structure. So this is where mine would be, and my target will be here. I've said something about realistic targets in one of my videos. Why I tend to like realistic this thing. And for trading of lows, sometimes you get stopped out, sometimes you don't. So if I was trailing, the next one would be here, and I'll be stopped out here without even hitting the TP. So you have to be careful how you do it. There's another way where Dave teaches talks about using moving averages. So you can check Dave teaches if you want to know how to trade those using moving averages. So you see, that's how you can quickly get. This is 1:4. 1:4, and we have a higher time frame narrative. So now we are just continuing with price, and funny enough, you can do it in every time frame. That's what the beauty of all these things. We mark the low that brought it. Hmm? See how price will react. Hmm? So as price broke here, you're expecting it to be here. For this one, look at where the low is. This is yeah, practically the low that brought this high. That brought this high, and you have your full break of structure. Once you have a full break of structure like this, what are you looking for? Other blocks, your zones, basically your zones is what you're looking for. And here, all I see is mitigation, and I see a demand zone here. Guys, I promise you I have not done this, like I have not backtested this. I'm just doing this for the video, and you see it working. So you can just refine. If your system is not working, just refine. Or you can just do it how you feel is going to help you. And look at, funny enough, look at this. This is 19 pips on gold as TP. 19 pips, right? This is 19 pips on gold. Catching how many? Those of you counting pips. 100 and what? 123.7 pips. That's just for this movement. And if you want it to be unrealistic, this is 1:2.66. Do you understand? And we have a realistic target. That's a target we want to hit. Let's say you are using this as your target, because already we already have this. We know it's going here. Do you understand? From the higher time frame. So this is the power of higher time frames. And see what it did. I don't want you to be unrealistic with this thing. 1:15. Risk to reward ratio 52. So 1:52 is this one. I be realistic with it too. Don't go and be doing this one. Oh. I know the person handborn, I beg. So this is it. But I am a scalper. That's why you see I'll just take my quick 1:10, 1:15, 1:6, 1:5, 1:2. But I don't used to do 1:1. So that's just it. I already know where it's going, but sometimes you don't know what price will do. You understand? So it is a very good thing to do it. And do you know why I love the system? It doesn't matter whether you are trending or you are arranging. You are going to have an entry. You get? So this low, even in a range, you are just focusing on this low. This low brought this high. This high got liquidated and did this. It grabbed the low. This high now is now the one that brought this one. Brought this one. Just see how the beauty of this thing. It broke. So we are paying attention to here. It broke again. You are looking for here. You are looking for buys, and you have not seen buys. What will you do in a situation where you see an engulfing candle like this? If you go to the 2 minutes, which I cannot go here, it is something like this that you see, right? Then you see a candle stick like this. So this is what is printed here. So in most cases, what I tend to do is I'll just mark from this body to this week. That's what I'll mark. Wait for it to see the reaction at 50%. So you see when it tested 50%, see what it did. And also, this is where important candles is coming. Last important candle is this high until I see price takes it. Then this one now created another one. So I did not see any confirmation to enter. Why should I enter? Until I see a confirmation. Here is where I see a confirmation on my line, and I see a sharp move causing the same engulfing. In this case, I'll just use it as the order block. Why? It grabbed liquidity. So I don't want to be heavy on liquidity. We have in my Discord group, we have people that are more educated on liquidity than myself, but I'm just using what I have. And we see this. Did it run me? Yeah, I think it ran me here because I'll be targeting the high that brought it. It didn't run me. Just look at it. And this high did not I don't want to overemphasize. Let it not be as if I'm trying to make people come and be using my system alone. I learned this from Dave Teaches. Trust me, that guy is good. The guy is good. Is good. Look at this supply zone. You can see I'm using different concepts, but we are still talking about the same thing. This is it. And this one failed though. Remember, this one failed. I could have used entry here. Sorry, this is a sell. This is a sell, right? And I'll just target this low. Just how I see, I just love, I love the whole thing. Look at it. And this is what 1:2. This is what. This is after I think London close is when this is a ranging market. But I will advise you if you're a beginner, please don't trade in the London session. So you see this? Are you saying what I'm saying? This is another 1:2. So you are having 6, 1:6 now. Or 5. 1:5 rather. 1:5. Then this is a sell. I don't want to complicate this one because from this low now that brought it broke here. So I'm looking for a zone. That's why I'm taking this from this zone. But if I'm not, I'm just trying to see what price we react to, and I'll just grab it today. And this is 1:6. So guys, I think I've said more than I wanted to even say in this. So just pay attention to the highs and lows. You don't need breaker blocks, but if you are good with breaker blocks and other stuffs, use it. See, everything works in this market. Just stick to what you know works. I'm just giving you an insight of what I use. And you see, as I was saying, I was showing you even the use of my important candles in this, the use of it. Important candles has given me money, let me not lie. But now I just use them as confluences, and you can still use them as the whole system. Just come and join the Discord group. You have a lot of information where you are having confusion. In fact, as a matter of fact, before you even start the whole mentorship thing or the whole program, we will give you a pre-evaluation form where you feel. See, the Discord now is still we're still building on it. So the earlier you come, the better. Remember, earlier birds normally have the best of the whole thing. So if I'm done by then, when I'm done, when we are done, before I post this video, you will see the link there. But if you not see any link to any Discord group on this video, just know that it is coming. Check the new ones, new videos will be creating. This is the same thing now that is happening here. This high, this low, rather, brought this high, right? So what are we seeing? We're seeing a retracement. On our retracement, what are we seeing? That price is causing this one. I'm in a 1 minute though. I not go to any time frame. What can I do as a scalper? I can chase, or better still, I can wait, because I don't preach chasing. But if you are chasing, this low brought this, right? So after this break, you're looking for a zone here to sell, and you sell. Broke, just wait. So basically, let me tell you, Stoic Trader is the one that built this thing I'm going to say now. Trigger entry target. He has his own concept too. I learned briefly about it. I've never been in any of their private mentorship. I just learned it online, and sadly enough, they've videos. I think he dropped it down, but he has the summarized version. But in the first ones, I actually was following. He taught me this work ethic where I can sit down for more than 6 hours. I think he has videos of, I don't know if it is up to 6 hours. I'll still go and check. But I know there is one that is up to 4 hours or even 5 hours. So I would sit down and watch that thing. No, no forward. And he talks slowly. He, I think there are in some of his videos he will say you should fast forward, but I don't used to do that thing because I know that if I should fast forward, he just built this work ethic. I love the guy. It's raining here. I will have to stop. I'm not with my body mic, so I will have to stop for now. Until the next video, guys. Just anticipate my Discord. That Discord group for traders. Like, you will find everything you are looking for. Every single thing. If you don't find what you are looking for, right? You can then go out, but you are trying it for free. So just come and see. Just come and see when it is out. The Discord community is going to be a massive one. Because the concepts my other partners are using, guy. Even me can't be like saying I play they play, but it's just that I've understood that this whole thing is not, you understand now, it's not about just strategy. They have their systems. I have my system. And my system works for me. Their system works for them. Just come and see. If you need accountability partner, come and join. Anything you need, just come. Signal, copy trading, every is inside. So come and join. Come and join. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Love and peace.